Hi, I'm Valerie Sargent, and I just want to say thank you for joining me for the Vitality Conference. I know everyone involved is so excited to be able to bring emotional intelligence to a broader community, and I'm happy that you were able to be part of that. I hope you enjoyed my session, the crucial EQ moment. It's in the pause. As you pause to think about how you're going to increase your EQ, I hope that I can bring a few things that you can keep in mind going forward. Your brain is the engine behind it all, and in order to make sure that your brain is performing at the optimal level, you need to really think about how nutrition impacts that. You really, literally are what you eat. I know we hear that phrase a lot, but it's so true. What we put into our bodies produces the results that we get out. So I want to focus on nutrition with you right now and talk to you about the 10 factors that actually are more like rules for a brain healthy nutrition. And the first thing is hydration. Our bodies are comprised of 70% water. Our brains are actually made up of 80% water. So are you getting enough water every day? You should be drinking at least half your body weight in ounces of water on a daily basis. Most people don't. Are you? And you're thinking, oh, well, I had that coffee and, well, there's that alcoholic drink. It had some ice in it. Those things dehydrate you. Alcohol and caffeine dehydrate your brain. So also alcohol is a toxin. Keep that in mind. We'll talk a little bit more about caffeine later. Next, watch your calories. When you reduce consumption of food, obviously you're going to be controlling your weight, but you're also decreasing the risk for things like heart disease, cancer, stroke from obesity. In addition, restricting calories actually increases the production of nerve growth factors, which is really beneficial for your brain. If you eat 2 donuts in the morning and then you skip lunch, that's not reducing calories in the way that I speak of. Just keep that in mind. Next, increase the good fats and decrease the bad fats. So the good fats are the monounsaturated fats like avocados and olive oils and peanut oil and canola oil, nuts. I just had a little snack of nuts earlier. And your polyunsaturated fats, which are things like wild salmon. The things you're decreasing are those saturated fats, which are in meats and, dairy foods like whole milk rather, and butter. You can go to Whole Foods to get some really good things for you. But then your trans fats. Now keep in mind, these are the things that are like the crackers and the store-bought cakes and potato chips and cookies and all those things that taste really good, but they're really not that good for you. So definitely try to eliminate those. Increase your good carbs and decrease your bad carbs. So your good carbs are things like fruits and vegetables, legumes, beans, whole grains. These are all things that provide energy for your body and for your brain. The things that you want to cut out are those simple carbs. These are things like table sugar, pastries, you've got candy, sodas, fruit juices. Fruit juices we always think are good, but that actually is a big sugar in our body. And if it's not a natural fruit, we've got some issues there too. So donuts, white breads, pastas, white rice, those are all simple carbs that add no nutritional value to us whatsoever. So watch those. Next, we have replacing artificial sweetener with natural sweetener. I actually use stevia in my coffee for sweetener. It's a good substitute. A lot of people drink diet soda. And so this list of things is directly from Daniel Amen, the brain doctor. I had mentioned him in my presentation. I follow a lot of his work because I think our brains are obviously so important to emotional intelligence. And I facilitate his program Wired for Success with some of my coaching clients. And he said he used to drink tons of diet soda and then started noticing that he was having joint problems and having trouble getting up off the floor and having all these challenges. And then his fingers started to hurt. And he started learning more about the brain and discovered that, there's a lot of information that shows that diet soda actually is sometimes associated with things like gastrointestinal problems, arthritis, headaches, memory problems, neurological problems, many other things. So if you're having some of those issues and you are a regular diet soda drinker, try cutting back, try cutting it out. Drink water. Your body needs water, not diet soda. The sixth thing is to take a daily supplement and also a fish oil supplement. I think supplements are so important. Our body is pretty malnourished just in general from the types of foods that we eat just because of what's available in our diets today. And I think in general our community is malnourished because we get so many processed foods. So something to think about is, are you having a very good plant food source supplement? Synthetic vitamins that are over the counter, they are including ingredients that your body doesn't normally process. I actually have a side wellness business called, ironically, Vitality by Valerie, where I sell some of these natural supplements because it became important to me to focus on my nutrition because I saw so many people around me getting sick. And I just think of it as part of my grocery list and that I am putting this into my body as part of my nutrition. So if you do want to check out a really good source, you can visit my website, manamotion.com/vitality_by_Valerie. So that's Manamotion, MANNA motion, and then the /vitality_by_Valerie, which is VALERIE. And you can see a lot of the supplements that we have there. I recommend the Phytomatrix as a multivitamin, and then we have a fish oil supplement there as well. My favorite thing though, ladies, I used to get headaches like clockwork every month, and I take Plus, which is an endocrine support product, and that has evened out the hormones in my body and has me just really well balanced, and it creates a reservoir for your body to draw from in areas that are needed. So that's another great one. Anyway, feel free to check it out if you'd like. The seventh thing I want you to think about is balancing the foods you eat. And what I mean by that is when you have a lean protein such as chicken or turkey, ensuring that you're also having a good fat with that, like avocado. Next, limit your caffeine intake. A lot of you will use caffeine to pick you up in the mornings, and that's okay. It's good to have. It's actually proven to have some health benefits. But if you are drinking more than 1 to 2 cups of coffee a day, it could be a problem. Not only are you dehydrating your brain with coffee, but caffeine restricts blood flow to your brain, and it interferes with your sleep, especially if you're drinking it in the afternoon. It's also addictive. Something to keep in mind about caffeine is it accelerates your heart rate and increases your blood pressure as well. So definitely keep caffeine to a minimum of 1 to 2 cups. Next, you'll want to reduce your salt intake and increase your potassium intake. Those are very important. So foods high in potassium include things like bananas or spinach. You've got honeydew melon, kiwi, oranges, tomatoes, and things like that. So yummy, good for your foods. Next, you want to eat really great brain foods. So foods that contain high amounts of antioxidants, that's what helps your body and your brain stay young. So I'm going to give you a quick list of the 50 best brain foods according to Dr. Daniel Amen. And as I give you these, write down the ones that you love, that appeal to you, and incorporate more of those into your diet in an ongoing capacity. So very quickly, those are almonds. These are your raw almonds. Almond milk that is unsweetened. Apples, asparagus, avocados, bananas, beans. These can be any kind of beans like black beans, pinto, garbanzo. So if you like hummus, yummy. Then you've got beets, bell peppers, any color bell pepper, and blackberries, blueberries, broccoli. Oh, my favorite, Brussels sprouts. I know a lot of people don't like them, but I think they're fabulous if you cook them properly. And carrots. We've got cheese. Yay! Low-fat cheese, he says. Then cherries. Chicken. I stutter because he wants you to have it skinless. So are you skinning that chicken? Skinless chicken. Then cranberries, egg whites, grapefruit, herring, honeydew, kiwi, lemons, limes, lentils, oats, olives, olive oil, oranges, peaches, peas, plums, pomegranates, raspberries, red grapes, soybeans, spinach, strawberries, yummy. Tea, but that's your green tea. That's the kind that he wants you to get. Tofu, tomatoes, tuna, turkey. So again, with the skinless turkey. Walnuts, water. Hello, how much water do you need? Half your body weight in ounces. Whole wheat, salmon, which is your wild salmon. That's the kind that you want to get. Yams, sweet potatoes, and then yogurt, which is unsweetened. Those are 50 of the best brain foods that you could possibly have. So definitely have more of those. If you need some great ideas on recipes and things that you want to do, Daniel's wife, Tana Amon, actually has The Omni Diet, is a book that she wrote. So I'm putting it up here for you. And there's her information for you. So it's not a diet book per se, but what it is creating a way of eating. So diet being the way that we give nutrition to our bodies. And it does say that you can lose up to 12 pounds in 2 weeks, but part of that is from eating the proper food. She's got lots of great recipe ideas in there too. So that's just to give you an idea on how you can increase your nutrition. Now, one of the things that we talked about in my program was the voices inside our heads and how we're always narrating everything and how, what we're perceiving and telling ourselves about things that are going on, or the bad ways in which we speak to ourselves inside our head, can impact our emotional intelligence. So my very favorite book is The Untethered Soul by Michael A. Singer. And it's just a beautiful book about that roommate inside our head and how to really kind of quiet that mind and the things that we make ourselves crazy with when we do all of that mind chatter. And emotional intelligence, a big factor, includes being able to control our minds and to make better decisions with regard to, how we're treating people, how we're reacting to people, how we're treating ourselves. And I just think that this is such a beautiful book, and it's something that I'd like to share with all of you if you love to read and you love good information. So those are my tips that I leave you with today. And again, I hope you enjoyed the session. If you would like, I love to do coaching on emotional intelligence if you're struggling with anything and could use some assistance in, trying to figure out why you react in the ways that you do and ways that you can be better, ways that you can perform better at work, ways that you can, act differently within your family environment, whatever's going to help you. I would love to talk to you about that. And I have a great training program through Talent Smart that I bring to organizations, which I spoke about. So I would love to talk to you about, teaching your organization on how to be more emotionally intelligent and discover more about EQ. So thank you again. It's been such a pleasure to spend time with you. And if you need anything, my email address is valerie@valeriemsargent.com. And I wish you well. I wish you happy nutrition and an emotionally intelligent life that you can spread to others and bring joy. So live your purpose and have a wonderful day.